How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here, coming at you live, man, yet again. And today we're going to be talking about AAA gaming for a quick little rant. So sit back, relax, grab something to eat, and take it easy. So I used to do a lot of gaming back in the day. Everybody just kind of assumes I'm a gamer currently. Not really. I kind of retired. And one of the biggest reasons was these AAA games, and I've talked about this before, but I always like kind of rehashing it a little bit. And just seeing where I stand as the times go on. So if you're not really aware of what a AAA game might or might not be, this is typically a game that's done, that's created by like a larger company. So think like Call of Duty, EA games or DICE, maybe making like the next Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefront would be another example. Fallout 76, big companies, these big companies that are making these games. And usually they end up flopping in some form or another. And they probably do actually quite well in sales. The Christmas noobs always pick up the new Call of Duty every year. But there's certain reasons why just people are getting super fed up with them. And we're not going to go into all of that, obviously. But a big thing about it is when people will pre-order games, it's incentivizing this, right? The newest Call of Duty is not even on the disc. It's a 40 megabyte disc, and you just go download everything when you go to get it. Bugs from Fallout 4 that were still in Fallout 76. Like, you could go on for hours, right? Battlefield, you don't even need to talk about that. And if you're curious about the games, just go look them up. Cyberpunk, another example. No Man's Sky when it first came out. Notably, they did kind of fix that up a lot. But that's really what it should have been when it first launched, and that's the unfortunate part. You're really paying for like a beta. The most recent example I actually have would be Halo Infinite. And I actually quit the game fairly early in, which was rather unfortunate because I was really looking forward to it. Big Halo fan. Ever since the first one I had on my original Xbox, like the day we got the console, I was stoked on Halo. And that really faded away really, really quickly. And I mean, you could go watch a video on Halo, so you'll get the idea. But yeah, just the way these companies are doing it, it's crazy. And I really should have listened to my gut when I was thinking about originally getting the Halo Infinite. And I really thought about it because the multiplayer was free. You could actually just download the multiplayer. Naturally, you're not going to have like 90% what other characters have, which are like weird, stupid looking skins. In a first-person shooter, by the way. So you can't even see it. But so like, weird skins or whatever, right? You're not going to have the campaign. And I bought it mainly for the campaign, and then I think I just kind of got grinded out really, really quickly on it. Like, I only got maybe 3 hours into the campaign, and I was like, I'm okay. Same as the multiplayer. I did play the multiplayer notably a lot more than that. A lot of the time was just bot boot camp, just blowing people up was fun. But it just lacks something, And a lot of that was like Forge or the custom game modes or just everything, right? That the game doesn't have, and like all its predecessors do, right? And if you look at the former Halo games and then the latter, it's just that it's such a difference, right? Even like Halo 4, which I know wasn't notably one of the better ones or anything, and it's still way better, leagues better. So yeah, like it's usually just the lack of content. When you bought a game on the N64 like Perfect Dark, you had all of it. You had campaign, you had multiplayer, you had everything, right? And you in custom games and whatever, and you don't have any of that anymore. It's just gone. There's no option for it, and it's crazy, especially when games are getting sold just campaign only or multiplayer only, right? And then there's just zero campaign, and the prices continue to rise, which is also crazy. I can pretty much firmly say I will not really be buying any more AAA titles at least in the near future. I have not bought one since Halo Infinite, and that was a mistake. Fallout 76 I had for free, long story, and that was just disappointing. Even as free, I just wasn't into it. And I respect when people like these games and these companies, and that's fantastic, and I'm happy for you. But I just can't get behind some of these, So yeah, it's just that, that's it. The moral of the story, man, I think, is gaming has gone really downhill, and obviously I think the companies really just care about, maybe quantity over quality. How many can we push and sell? How many pre-orders can we get? Rather than really delivering a good product. I'll leave on this last note here. If you watch anime, let's say you watch Attack on Titan, and you don't really know about it, but you're like, I'm going to go check it out, just a clip of it, right? And you see some of the really clean animation that show has, like in Season 3, for example, and you don't know anything about it, but you're watching it, and you can understand that's really good work. and that looks really good, I need to check this out. It would be the same thing as a game. If people hear that everyone's loving this game and they go check the game and they're like, wow, that looks really, really good, and really enjoyable, I could get on it. But when you go on YouTube and look up Cyberpunk, and especially even now, doesn't matter, you're going to see all the glitch videos, like, don't buy this game, like, you're going to see all that. And people are going to get cold feet, and that's just how it is. You got to stop the pre-ordering. You got to make these companies work for it a little bit. I understand there's, obviously things that the consumer doesn't know, that the business works with. But, if you got to delay it, you got to delay it. And I think that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? Because I think it hurts more in the long run to not do that than rather just wait the little extra time and sell it properly and have at least enough in it that you're like, okay, and we can get the rest out very, very quickly. If not, have it all out at the first day one. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. But Nick Daniels coming at you live, man, yet again. We'll see you in the next one.